Hello, hello. How are you? Good to see you, Elizabeth, Shanna. Oh, Tired Traveler. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. I guess I saw you over in someone else's live, so that's what I'm probably thinking of. Anyway, welcome. I think I dropped a card on the floor. Oh, here it is. So I did have a video on this card go up today, which I really like how her hair came out. This is one of the better coloring jobs I think I've done thus far. Anyway, um, just a default, but using some new Crafty Stamp stuff, which I really like. This sweater pattern comes in like four or five different colorways, which is kind of neat. So if you're doing like a Kendra's card challenge, something like that would be really good. It's still directional, but not by much. Anyway, that was pretty fun. Um, Let me see. I don't have a redirect, but Shanna said she's going live after me, so she's probably going to go live. So her info is in the box below. But oh, hello, Megan. Welcome. And then Joy Wilson, when I bought a cute stamp set from her, sent me this really cute inspiration card for one of her other Christmassy things. There's some really fabulous coloring on this, so I was happy about that. That was another freebie. Here's the actual stamp set. I bought it just for this cat, to be honest, but it's sort of interesting because this whole stamp set has things peeking, which I haven't seen as a theme before, which I thought was pretty cool. And then you have your little pumpkin peeking, and then a pumpkin you can put other various faces on. But I'm excited to play with this. I think we're probably doing craft roulette tonight, but and the parameters aren't very Halloween, which makes me a little disappointed. But this is I really like. I like everything about this. So anyway, we will live without Halloween for one day. We have a couple of swap cards to look at, and then we can get into making stuff. Got one from the CWS rack, which is Elizabeth's rack. She's in chat and can tell you all about it if she so desires. And then I got one from Ellison Cope Swap. She's a craft roulette person. As you notice over here, we have sun related things. That is our current craft roulette stuff. Let me catch up on what all y'all are saying. Howdy, Blossom. Good to see you. They are. I seriously bought it just for the cat, which just because the cat's like he's sort of happy, but a little like you could play with his eyebrows and make him a little like he's side eyeing you. But think how cute this would be. What do we have? We have an envelope. Like if this was a card panel, like having all these things peeking would be cute. Anyway. Here's hoping Craft Roulette will put more Halloween things on the wheel at some point. I am saddened by the lack of Halloween. Anyway. And there's a video. That's Shanna's live. So this is a link to click at the end when we're done. There's probably some way to pin this that I don't know how to do in StreamYard. Whoa. And I just resized my window. That was unhelpful. Anyway, that's the link. Fantastic. I like all the face options. I do too. I will say that Scrappy Tail Crafts is my go-to if you want an actual and Whimsy if you want like a spooky Halloween. Like if you want like more of a what's that called? Words are escaping me. Maybe I'm getting old finally. More of a horror Halloween as opposed to like a cute things. But I like obviously I'm more of a cute Halloween person. And Shannon thing, thank you. Shermiel might have Halloween on Valentine's Day week. He might. I don't know. I need to email Mary Gunn anyway because she provided. So one of my friends is going through a similar, or I should say, went through a similar medical journey as she did about a year ago, if you remember, when she was absent for a couple of weeks. So she provided some really helpful feedback there. Anyway, let's look at our cards, because that's a lot more fun than talking about people's medical things. Hey, Brian, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you are well. Brian and I are on the Crafty Stamp Company's Crafty Crew Kit team together, so he has inspiration. Like if you think like what I've been calling Fall Vibes Meadow, except that it's Fall Time Meadow, because of course I can't get any product name right. If you like stuff like this, Brian's been doing inspiration too on his channel. Anna is here. Welcome. But Brian also does a series with Cat Scrappiness, doing sort of fun folds for beginners, which I think is a really cool idea. This is from our friend Cordelia. Have some fantastic. Oh, that's really cute. Oh, I like this. It's probably not too shabby. It looks like not too shabby ephemera, but I love this sweater. Blossom, help us out. Is this from the retreat kit I haven't opened that was like 3 months ago? It might be. Oh, Cordelia's here. Hey, Cordelia. You did. I really like your card. I think it's a sheet load or inspired by a sheet load. It's one of my favorite looks where you are doing a mini slimline, but vertically. And I think this is not too shabby stuff, given the art style, but feel free to tell me that I am wrong. We have a note, which is fantastic. Thank you for last year's not too shabby retreat. Okay, I'm not losing my mind. That's good. You made a ton. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the note. I guess this isn't the Rose whatever retreat. It's whatever the other retreat was called. Anyway, we will defer. Anyway, I have this year's retreat kit from Not Too Shabby. Have I opened it? No. Do I have like 4 boxes from Not Too Shabby? Yes. Don't judge me too harshly. I buy lots of things. Anyway, we have this one is super cute. Look at these cats. I want this cat stamp. That is so cute with the little heart eye, the jack-o'-lantern. And I like this cat particularly because it might be a cat or it might be a night fury, which if you have a black cat that lives in your house, you'll appreciate why that is so. Actually, our friend Blossom also got a cat. And this one card I need to hang on to. So, oh, this is fantastic. Oh, Elizabeth. You didn't make this card, but look, lunar paste, purple lunar paste. Maybe. Well, I'm confused because there's actually a color shift here. It's color shifting purple to blue, which actually you can kind of see on camera. Anyway, paging Elizabeth on what actual Simon Hurley product this is, but I'm pretty sure it's a Simon Hurley product. Or it's multiple products, or it's like lunar paste with solar paste on it or something. Anyway, fantastic potion bottle. Love all this. You have a little spooky guy. You say which like it's a bad thing. And we have a delightful message on the inside. And a cute little stamp on the bottom. Made with love by Betty. Very cute. So, I don't think I have anything else to talk to. Oh, this is a shout out to Elizabeth. I finally unboxed and set up my Gemini Junior, so now we can die cut like an actual professional. So I was having fun playing around with that. It's so much easier than cranking. Oh my God. Anyway, let us see what we have. Let me catch up on comments for a second. Whoop. Yeah, both of them are actually. But I'm curious what I don't know. I should email her and ask her what products she actually used or contact her on Facebook. Anyway, today's color craft roulette thing Well, I think a Just Saying Hi card or something similar to that. Penance as the random. Sun or Sunny as the element, and then Crisp as the color palette, which can mean anything. But I remember that I had a cute little sun die. So I think I will use that because the rays are basically penance. So that will kind of alleviate that. But it's a very like, oh, Lennox is here. It's kind of whimsical. So I was playing around with backgrounds. Now, my first thought was this not too shabby butterfly because I think this yellow and blue combo I really like. We could also use the more sky-y side. Oh, I pulled You Matter because this is one of my favorite sentiments and is close enough to Just Saying Hi. But I probably have I also pulled Sunny Lane, which has a bunch of hellos. That's not the one I want. That's also not the one I want. So Sunny Lane has a bunch of hellos. So if we go with one of these lighter patterns, we can probably just stamp the sentiment on it in black and be good to go. So we might make more cards. A nice Halloween card, maybe. Oh, Lennox is here. I don't know if you can see his head. There's his nose. But he's hanging out to help us. The other thing I thought is you could do a similar thing with, this is actually an ice cream pad that I don't have much left of from Not Too Shabby, but this is kind of the vibe. Anyway, but it has this cool sort of tunnel paper that looks almost tie-dyed, which, like, if you trimmed it like that, I think would give you a nice whimsical look. I don't like it as much as the first option. And then we have like a straight up sun. So we could do none of that stuff. And we actually could just, could probably fussy cut this guy out or have the robot fussy cut the dude out. There's some other suns in here. So if we did this, we really wouldn't need a sun, but I don't know. There's not a lot to it. And there are some sentiments in here which are cool. Fun in the Sun might work as a Just Saying Hi option. And there's more suns and ice creams and whatnot. But, and when you have this nice glitter, I was thinking we could die cut the sun out of this and use it with, I do like the idea of like die cutting the sun and putting it on this paper and then just stamping a really big sentiment on it. So I might do that. I'm kind of leaning in that direction. And then I pulled some Bitty Petting paper because her paper is awesome. So if we wanted to do something really whimsical, we could just use this wood grain too. A lot of options if we go sort of sunny route. And then to do something totally different, I have this really cool mintai, however you pronounce it, paper. And it does have some nice sort of sunny scenes, but it's not very whimsical, so we'd have to figure out what to do about a pennant. Like this would be a nice sunny day. I guess you could put a sun here. I feel like it would look weird though if you did like this is all very realistic, and then if you put a not realistic sun. So I'm kind of still thinking about the original idea. But there's some really pretty stuff in here. And not suns, but a lot of autumnal things that you could scan and cut or fussy cut out, which I haven't done yet, which I probably should do before it's not fall anymore. Because, like, look how cute these characters are. They're super cute. Anyway. You could also not fussy cut them and just make them small panels. But I think I'll go with the original. But let me see if folks have ideas that weren't mine. Yes, Shanna loves her Empress. Okay, well, we could do the butterfly. Fun in the Sun. Blossom likes the fun in the sun. Yeah, I got the Minte. Like, yeah, so let's do the butterflies and not use the side I was talking about, but we'll just use the butterfly side. Because I think this, like this is whimsical, and then just having a sun, and then we can cut out that fun in the sun and see if we like it, and if we don't, do something else. I think let's do a yellow card base. I think that would work here since this is so blue. Let me see if I have a yellow. I mean, who are we kidding? I do, but ooh, a nice fall yellow right here. A nice fall yellow. This yellow. Actually, this is not yellow. This is a different color. That is peach. I think this is in yellow. Yes, this is yellow. This is like an actual sunny yellow, which is convenient since we're doing a sun. Oh yeah, I think that'll work better. I was thinking of going whatever it is. There's a fall yellow I like a lot. I don't know. It's a Stampin' Up! Cardstock something saffron something. I don't know. But I think I'll do a top folding A2. Because who doesn't like that? And I like this yellow a lot. I guess we can always send it to our friend Pam if we decide that we don't know what to do with yellow. I did pull some ink, so we can, if we don't want to use pattern paper for the sun, we can, of course, always just ink blend it. And I think this makes more sense with like a sun without sunglasses sun. So let's just cut this to sort of a standard size. Actually, well, it's too bad I did that. But I probably could have gotten multiple butterflies. But we can always put the sun sort of up here over one of them. Since this is kind of going to be a whimsical card anyway. Oh, yeah, the kitty's here. Hi, since you're new, I don't know if you've met Lennox. He is my 14-ish-year-old Tuxie. He likes to help. He is perennially on my desk. But I'm liking where this is going. This is a nice sort of color combo here. So let's do a sun and then decide how big is this sun. The sun, I think, works here. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter where we put the sun, per se. I kind of like him somewhere like that. I mean, it does kind of cover up one butterfly, but then we can figure out what we want to do with the rest of the card. And we can check out try that fun in the sun sentiment. Now, we do kind of want to do... I think it would be fun in this yellow glitter paper. And it's a small die, so we don't really need much of this paper. My thought is we could cut the whole thing and then just sort of ink the sides up a little bit. And there's that, and there's this, because this cuts the pieces out independently. Actually, we should do that, because I think that... So if you put this in the middle, it will cut the middle out. Oops. In addition, the other option you have is to just cut the middle out by itself, which I think will make this easier to ink if this doesn't move around too much, which is the only downside of this paper. But I think we can ink the rays of the sun a little bit. Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll just ink this piece. We will this out of the way briefly. I don't know if I have a yellow brush. I don't think so, but I think this brush is clean. Let's just double check though, because for better or worse, yellow is one of those colors that, and it's not, so it's good I try it. Yellow is one of those colors that's really easy to color shift. Actually, I must have used this for brown or yellow because that's through the color palette I'm getting. And we'll just ink blend on here because it's here. This is just the back of the pad, but I'm going to use this Chase and Raise because I think it will add a little, yeah, like this should darken this up a little bit. I don't really have to worry about the center, of course, because that's where the sort of center of the sun will go. But I think this should just give us enough extra. There we go. Because those started out the same color. And the yellow in the pad is actually sort of, that yellow is looking like way more yellow on camera right now. I don't know if it's because of the cat or what, but it's a shade darker. Oh, that kind of looks correct. So this is a shade lighter than the background, and the other one is a shade darker. So I think that's going to look really cool. And then we can, let's cut out that sediment Blossom was interested in and see how it looks here. Let me see. Oh no, hope all is well. Oh, alrighty, Shanna. Hope you have a good evening. Oh, thanks, Blossom. Shanna does have a video up from yesterday where she was going through some of the new Cat Scrappiness release. I'm looking at the wrong pad. Let's try and fix that. So if you are missing Shanna, well, I guess I should say Shanna has a video up every day. So if you're missing Shanna, there's lots of Shanna for you to watch. But I saw that she had a video up that I hadn't seen yet for the new Cat Scrappiness release. See, crafting with cats, it's always a thing. And I think this is 2x3. We will find out though. Yeah, I think that's it. There we go. And we're pretty close. We just need to shave off that little oopsie. And there we go. That looks pretty good. Now we could always mat this on our, we have extra from when we cut our card base. I do kind of like this. But let's mat this because I think I like sort of the extra. We could also, we may or may not even need that because we have this sun. So we could make this just sort of a fun tag too. Let's see how we feel about that. Let's grab some of our yellow and we can go in and just sort of mat this out a little bit. Let me grab my glue and then we can, I tend to like to just glue these down and then cut them out. It seems easier than measuring, especially when you go in and trim stuff. Because you're almost always going to wind up with something that's a little bit weird. in terms of its dimensions. And of course, we wish Shanna well and hope whatever her issue is resolves quickly. And I wonder if we could cover up this. Oh, we could do that. We could sort of offset this. I kind of like that as an idea. Whoops. We cover up the like sillier sun, but align it so it looks like it has extra little pennants. Ooh, that might be fun. Anyway, let me cut this out and we'll figure that out afterwards. Because I'd like to save most of this, I'm just going to cut the bigger piece off. That's a little much, so let's go back in and just trim it off a little tiny bit. There we go. That's about right. And then we'll do the same thing here. Oh, that worked out quite nicely. What are you futzing with? Oh, my cat is futzing with Halloween wrapping paper for some reason. So we could just kind of put this in the middle as a tag. I do like kind of covering up the more sunglasses Z sun with this one. I do kind of like that as a look. Like if we glued that down and then pop the panel up on some foam tape to give it a little more dimension. It does make it a pretty simple card, but we could also, we could probably add in some embellishments to make that a little bit more fun. Oh, you could do that. We could bring in a little bit of blue. Let's look at our shape dies, because we could probably put something behind this that's square, but is slightly different, like a more, I don't know, a slightly different shape to kind of make it a little bit more, give it a little more interest. Let's see what we have. Oh, I just saw that I just ran out into some kind of layering die. If we can find it, who knows? There's those. Those are not layering dies. That's Santa. Oh. Well, I just randomly found this, so we could do pennants on the inside too. That might be fun. But that's not what I was looking for. That's not what I was looking for. That's also not what I was looking for. Oh, here we go. So we could mat this. We could do your light blue option. These are the Scallop something or another's. That's not their actual name, but let's see if one of these dies might work out nicely. We could use the animals too, but I'm thinking we need to go maybe the third biggest. Oh, that'd be kind of fun. Oh, I like that. If we if we grab the light blue that kind of tied into our color palette, that way that also uses up some of our excess background space. Good idea, Blossom. I like that. We do still have our animals if we decide we want to do an inside piece and stamp pendants on the inside. But I think we kind of are nailing them on the sun anyway. But let's see if we can find a light blue. As our cat paws random things. A lighter blue. Oh, this would be a lighter blue. This is a lighter blue. Almost looks teal. I'm curious what the size smaller than this looks like. This one looks... It's a very sky blue. I mean, that's definitely going to make this pop, I think. Oops. Oh, well. Oh, here we go. We'll just leave it. I should just glue that together before I lose part of it. I'd almost like a lighter blue, more like that. So let's see if we have a lighter blue somewhere. Yeah. A lighter blue. That's more teal, but this is more of a true blue. Oh, yeah, I like that way better. Hooray. Let's cut this out and then see if we can't get this together. Let me just rough cut out some paper, and then we can... I can wonder where I put my die plates, and then we can do the thing. Here we go. Still getting used to the... So, like, this die machine is different in that, like, the cutting side faces up, and then the paper goes on top, and then the thingy goes on top of it. So, it's more like that kind of a sandwich. So, I haven't quite adjusted to that. Or the fact that it takes like 4 seconds to cut things now. And the cat is very curious about it. Oh, this is pretty. I didn't realize it had a stitch detail on the inside. Oh, that is cute. I do like that. Okay, let's glue this together. Let's glue it together. And move the cat off the... Sorry. Oh, hi. Do you want to? And the cat has left the building, but we can at least use our whole desk now. So there's that. Let's glue some of this stuff together. And this is really a pretty straightforward card. Which is nice. I like complicated cards too, but sometimes it's nice to just do a nice straightforward card. Oh, hello, Paper Cat Cards. Nice to meet you. I think, Nan, I don't think you're new to me. Oh, I think we've chatted before. He is pretty well behaved. He has his moments. He doesn't like being disrupted, that's for sure. But generally speaking, he's a good boy. Although those of you who recall previous weeks' sagas about the lack of fall temperature in Wisconsin, I can tell you that it's supposed to be fall this week, which is a nice change. It's been like, it was 86 or 88 this weekend. It's ridiculously not fall at the moment. Although for Blossom and some of my southern friends, it's probably not weird for them. But to me, it's like I am ready for it to be more fall weather. But, give it a couple weeks and I'll be complaining that it's too cold. So, there we go. I do kind of like this off center because I want to at least keep one of these butterflies more or less visible. Yeah, kind of like that. I think Fun in the Sun is a good high sentiment, but I think this will work pretty well. I do too. It's a little lighter. I'll have to post a photo of this card because it's a little not. It's not reading on camera the same color it reads in real life, but nothing else. What else is new? It's reading a little duller on camera. It doesn't read as gray in real life, but that's why we have Canva and color correction because that happens all the time. For better or worse. And I do love for better that with Not Too Shabby you can blend all their stuff together, which is cool. So I think our card is pretty good. We could always bling it up too if we want to give it a little more something. It would be very easy to add enamel dots to any of the corners. Often I'll like to do opposing corners, just do 3 in a row here and 3 in a row there. If you want to add a little extra. But I think this is a lovely card and meets all of our parameters for this week. What else should I mention? So there's a video up today, and there'll be a video up on the 11th playing around with the Crafty Stamp Co. stuff. And I think that's pretty much it that's planned for this upcoming week. And then we'll be back here on Sunday, of course. This is a less hectic week for me, though, which is pretty cool. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Blossom is reminding me. So on that day that is Halloween, I will be on Craft Roulette, which will be fun because my first Craft Roulette appearance was on Valentine's Day. So if you are a fan of Craft Roulette, I would love it if you would drop by. There will probably be some kind of promo video up because it's Halloween and I can't help but dress up. So I will be dressing up. Feel free to dress up and as well, because I think that would get kind of funny to see people all together. Hey, Linda, good to see you. So that's coming up in the future. Well, we'll also be on the channel at some point doing our Saturday morning faith journaling stream this month, which I have yet to schedule. But so yeah, I think that, well, I should say, I think that's November, because I think we I think streamed with each other this month, or it was last month. I don't know. Anyway, there'll probably be more of that coming up as well. At some point, I'm going to get really into Christmas as a thing, but I'm still kind of in a Halloween mode, especially since it's 80 something degrees out. But that will be changing this week, I think. Anyway, so that's that. I'll see you back here Sunday, if not in the comment section of one of the videos. And Shannon is not planning to stream tonight, so it's probably good I didn't set up a redirect. Anyway, good to see you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you next week live, if not before that. Have a good night.